Hello everyone, we're getting ready to get started again. Today on the agenda is we're going to finish framing up the doors. We've got a door to go here. This door is going to be covered up. Got double windows going in here. Got a new window going here where this window's at. And back in that corner where that window's at, we're going to take that out and put a door there. That bright light. That's better. But back over here, we're going to put a door here. And do a little bit of dead wood blocking. We've got to do some where we can get the drywall to attach. You see up here along this rafter here, there's nothing to nail to, so we'll put some dead wood along there. And the same thing over on the other side. Give you a good overview of what progress has been made so far. Let's flip the camera around. Okay, so you can see in here pretty good. We're just about ready for electric. Once we get our last windows and doors in, we're ready to start doing the electric. But we've got probably 95% framed out, and it won't be long. We're going to get cleaned up here and get going. Alright, got the windows in. I do want to give you a little bit of heads up about what happened. If you look, this says American Craftsman by Anderson, and this says American Craftsman by Ply Gym. Well, apparently Ply Gym purchased the American Craftsman brand a couple of years ago, and when I bought these, they all had American Craftsman by Anderson on them, and two of the windows were warped really bad along this center part here. It was warped. It was separating here. The little piece inside where the latch was had come out, and there were two of them were warped really bad. I'm gonna guess that maybe they had been sitting on the shelf for many years and just had got warped, but we went and got two replacement ones. And these say American Craftsman by Ply Gym, so they match up perfectly. But just if you go get this brand and you look and you see that by Anderson, you might want to check them. They've probably been on the shelf for quite a while. Alright, we got this opening ready here for the new front door location, and we're getting ready to set our new front door. All the windows and doors in. Got double windows in the front. Alright, we got the door in, and I'm in the process of straightening out the siding. And you got patching it together. We'll come back, we'll sand and caulk these joints. And put some 1x6 trim around the windows. That'll finish it right off. Also put some trim around the door. As I said previously, this porch right here, we're going to move the porch to the left. It's going to be over the windows and the door. We framed up the wall where the old door was, and we've got to put siding on it. But we're going to have to rework the siding so that we don't have all the joints vertical, and so that we can make it look pretty good. And here's the door that's coming out of the kitchen, and same thing here. We got to fix the siding, but this is going to come right into the kitchen, and we'll clean this up. We'll get rid of this one piece of vertical trim here, and that'll go away, and we'll end up running full pieces across there. This window here worked out really well. We didn't have to do anything on this one, so just put some trim around it. And up there where the vent used to be, we'll take that and cover that hole up as well. Alright, today we're going to try and cover up some of these holes in the exterior so we can secure the house. And we're going to try and salvage some of the siding that's already there, so that we don't have to go buying a bunch more. Well, we've got the siding patched up on the front side of the house now. We just need to put the trim on, but this will go a long ways in securing it when we're not here. Well, we were working on getting the siding taken care of, and well, wouldn't you know it, I ran out of siding I could pull off the shed, the barn, and but I got most of everything on the front taken care of, about half on the back. And well, then I decided that, well, since I had some downtime until I can mill some more of this siding, I went ahead and got started on putting in the electrical boxes. So I went ahead and put in all my outlets, my boxes for my switches. Let me change this camera around. There you can see, got the nail-on boxes installed. Your receptacles on the floor, they'll be up 40 or 12 inches. Switches are 42 inches from the floor. They have to be no more than 12 feet apart, and with they're servicing the floor. And those on the countertop have to be no more than 2 foot from the end of the counter or 4 foot apart, but they'll be the same as the switches. They'll be 42 inches to the bottom of the box. Got a box down here for our range outlet. I like to put those recessed flush mount receptacles, that way they don't stick out underneath the range. They won't be in the way if you try to slide the range in. But we got another countertop. This is where the refrigerator is going to go. Switch for the light in the pantry. Made a mistake on the last remodel we did, and my wife, well, she told me about it. We were supposed to have a light in the pantry, and it never got put in, so I made sure that I got the switch for the light this time, because, well, I don't have to go through that, trying to explain how I forgot yet again. So let's see here. Got a switch for the hall light. Yeah, up here we have smoke detectors, typically 12 inches from the ceiling in the area that you're going to be installed. Or I like to put them 80 inches off the floor. We got double switches in the bathroom for the exhaust fan, GFI going there. We can see you've got where all the outlets around the room. Double switch for the light and fan. Got a smoke detector up there. one of the things that people forget to do when they do smoke detectors is they require that they're interconnected. So what you do is you get a 12-3 wire, and you will run from this box over to this one, over to this one. Yeah, we gotta, don't forget the one in the master bedroom up here. And they'll be all connected together with 12-3 wire, so that way if one smoke detector goes off, they will all go off. That's just a nice safety feature, so if you're in another room and you sleep hard, you'll hear it. And here again, we're going to put a light in the closet. And if you're not familiar with the way the code works in the closet, you can't have an incandescent or a hanging light fixture in a closet where you store clothes or shelves within 12 inches of the shelf. So in here, I expect we'll have either a shelf across the back, or I've got room on either side of the door. I've got about 14 inches here. I can do a shelf here, or maybe a double shelf. One, do a double rod, one down here, and then one up here, so you can have 2 racks to hang clothes. As long as I can get a light fixture that is more than 12 inches. So if I come 24 inches from this point out, and then my light would start, I would be legal as long as I'm on the sides. If I put shelves on the back, I have to come 24 inches over here to have my light, and I have plenty of room here. So as long as I let out my light right up directly over the center of the door here, I'll be legal with a light in the closet. In our master bath, we have a GFI. Now normally, a lot of times the GFIs would be over the back of the sink, but I found that a lot of times when we want to put a mirror, if I want to put a mirror across this wall here, and I'd put it down on top of the backsplash, the GFI would be in the way, and it would really restrict the size of mirror that you could put in. So I like to put them off to the side. And there's a double for the master bath for the switches. One's for the light, one's for the exhaust fan. Now, in all jurisdictions, you don't have to have an exhaust fan. Like, for example, where I live, we don't have to have an exhaust fan in the bathroom as long as you have a window. But I'm not putting a window over the tub. To me, that just seems silly. So I'll be putting an exhaust fan in both of the bathrooms. I'm going to have to get on some of this siding. I'm going to, changing gears here a little bit, but the siding is a 1x8 siding. It's a Dutch lap, but apparently nobody around this area sells the Dutch lap siding. The closest place that sells it is about a 5-hour drive one way, and I'm just not willing to drive 10 hours to purchase the Dutch lap so that I can finish this up. But I can set up a jig on my table saw and mill some, so we'll probably be doing that so that we can get the siding wrapped up. And then because we have all of our boxes in for electric, we can start working on the electric, but I don't want to put wiring in until we have the house able to be completely secured. You just don't know about the neighborhoods a lot of times. Copper is, selling as a premium for scrap, and I just don't want to come back and have somebody have come in and removed it all. So I'm going to wait until I can get everything secured.